Inflation is a lie, and let me tell you why it's a lie. Right? People will talk about, oh, physique inflation. Like I always see this popular meme where it's like the Tobey Maguire meme from Spider-Man 1 when he was flexing in the mirror when he first got his abilities. People will say like that scene of Tobey Maguire, like that physique today would be considered mid, right? And then they compare him to like, I don't know, maybe like a Sam Sulek or maybe like an Alex Eubank or someone who's like in shape or like someone who's like obviously not natural, right? And the thing about physique inflation is, sure, physique inflation exists. Like, you know, like, I'm not gonna kid you, it exists, but it only exists on social media. That's what they don't tell you. Physique inflation only exists on social media, but it does not exist in the real world. You guys see what I'm saying here? Because social media is so flooded with, you know, people using the right lighting, different camera angles, steroids, all these different things, and right, and this is, and mind you, this is like the 1% population of society that is being blasted literally into the algorithms of your phone, so it makes it look like they're a majority, but really they're just a loud minority, right? And before I go more into detail about physique inflation and why I think it's bullshit, I just want to say make sure you hit that link in the description if you are looking to get in great shape and you're not sure how, you're not sure where to start. I'm the guy for that. I can help you with that. And if that interests you, hit the link in the description and I'll be happy to work with you soon, right? And by the way, hit that like button and subscribe while we're at it. Little shameless plug for those of you guys that need it, but let me get back to the topic we were talking about, which is physique inflation and why I think it's bullshit. And I think it's bullshit because it only exists online, right? And it's only showing you a loud minority. It's only showing you a loud minority of like the 1% physique. Like the physiques you're seeing are low-key like not even possible, or like they're 1 percentile, like they're not really, they don't really exist, right? Because half of them are on steroids, half of them are using perfect lighting and distorting the images and editing and all this type of stuff. So a lot of this shit doesn't exist, right? But then if you actually go into the real world, right, and you look into the real world, like nobody is actually in shape like that, right? And here's where the little bit of encouragement comes in. Like I think that when you go into the real world, and I'm not talking about the gym, because when you go into the gym, you already put yourself in the top 10 percentile of humans, right? You're already putting yourself above the rest of the 90%, because the rest of the 99% of the world is outside living their everyday life. And when they're living their everyday life, like go outside and really look at people. Like how many people, when you go outside to your everyday mall, supermarket, to the stores, wherever have you, how many people do you actually see that are actually jacked? Like really ask yourself that serious question. How many people do you actually see that look like they're in shape? Like you might see one or two, like, but that's like rare. And I say this to say because it's like Bodygame literally puts you in the top percentile of like of the human race, right? Because a lot of people are mediocre these days. A lot of people don't want to go to the gym when it's cold. They only want to go to the gym when they feel like it. And that's why a lot of people are average. And you got to understand that like a lot of people in today's day are like actually average. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I was doing this experiment with myself. Like, I would go outside and I'd be like, okay, how many people are actually in great shape? Like, going out to your everyday school, supermarket, mall, what have you. Not many people are actually in shape like that. Not many people are actually, like, jacked. Like, how many people do you know can bench 225? How many people do you know that can do 10 pull-ups? How many people do you know can do 50 push-ups, right? Being able to do these things and being at, like, a low percent body fat, like, being at 15% body fat, having a decent amount of muscle size to you. I'm not saying you gotta look like Sam Sulek or nothing like that, but having like a decent amount of muscle size to you, like literally like a Tobey Maguire. If you had a Tobey Maguire physique in today's day, in real life, not on social media, you would be considered like above average, right? Because not many people are actually in shape like that in real life. Right? Because like I said before, what you see on social media is a loud minority. That's not the majority of people. That's not the reality. Social media is fake. It's fake as shit. It's not real. What you gotta understand is that not many people are actually jacked in real life, in real time. I'm trying to get this to your head. Why? Bodygame still works. You should be trying to improve your physique. You should be trying to get in the best shape of your life, because that will literally set you up ahead of everybody else who's being average. If you really want to recreate yourself, become someone that commands attention and never bores the audience, Bodygame is still the way, bro. Like if you go from like, you know, you're out of shape to like a Tobey Maguire physique, bro, you're literally probably in the top percentile of people, right? You'll go outside to a supermarket, to a mall or whatever, you're probably gonna get people staring at you, people will look at you, right? You will still be in that top percentile of men, right? I think that social media skews it and it makes people think like, oh, it's a physique inflation, like why bother try? Like I don't have the genetics, I don't have what it takes to build, like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be a Sam Sulek. No one's looking to you to be Chris Bumstead or any of these crazy roided out guys, right? If you can literally get up to around 15% body fat, put on a decent amount of muscle size, right? Build out a V taper, you will probably put yourself ahead of most guys out there, right? Most of the population. If you could build like a Tobey Maguire physique from Spider-Man, maybe maximize the V taper a little bit more, because I think if Tobey Maguire maximized his V taper a little bit more, he would look a lot more appealing. You know, if he worked on his shoulders more and his lats more, he would probably look a lot more jacked. You know what I mean? Like he will probably look a lot more aesthetically pleasing. Like I'm saying, if you did that, build a Tobey Maguire physique, worked on the V taper, I'm telling you, V taper is key. You will literally put yourself ahead of 99% of men, right? Because not a lot of people are jacked out here. Don't listen to social media because it's a lie, it's fake. We live in the real world, right? We do self-improvement for the real world, not for social media, right? That's pretty much all I have to say for today, man. Physique inflation is bullshit. It's debunked. I debunked it here. I'm the first one that's gonna say it. Physique inflation only exists on social media, but in real life, it doesn't exist, right? Go ham, hop on Bodygame, become the best version of yourself. You know, don't let physique inflation stop you from, working out or building a physique. Understand that Bodygame is still a cheat code, and not many people are doing it. Just because you might see a bunch of different videos, you know, possibly like this one, where you know, you're talking about Bodygame, but in real life, nobody is actually on Bodygame like that, right? So that gives you the advantage in 2025. Right, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to book a one-on-one coaching call to get on Bodygame and practice your Bodygame and, you know, get in great shape, you're not really sure how, hit that link in the description. I can help you with that, and we'll see if it makes sense to work together. And send this to someone who really needs to hear it. And remember, there's nothing landing while playing small. Catch you guys next video. See ya.